Today we'll be talking about composition, or how a painting is composed. First thing we're going to be talking about is the golden mean, the mathematical equation discovered by the Greeks and Romans. A plus B is to A as A is to B. You'll see it here. The ratio is 1.61803, also called Phi, after Greek sculptor Phidias. You saw there Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. You'll see the Parthenon here based on the golden mean, Mona Lisa. If we were to draw this out, it would be 1 to 0.618 to 1. You can also draw lines across and get these little highlight spots. This is a Seurat painting that's also based on the golden mean. You'll see it in a lot of advertising. This Pepsi can is based on the golden mean. Also logos. A simpler way maybe to think about this is the rule of thirds. If you cut your drawing or painting up into 9 equal squares, where those squares cross on the thirds are most dynamic. For example, in this photograph, the left one, it's not hitting the thirds and it's less dynamic, whereas the right one is much more dynamic because some of the subject is hitting the thirds. This is a Chardin painting. Once we put our grid over the top, you can see a lot of objects are hitting on those thirds or work around them. Balance is also important in a composition. You don't want an unbalanced or symmetrical composition. You want a more asymmetrical composition like this Cottin painting. You can see where the rule of thirds is hitting it as well. And then numbers are important in your paintings. For example, you want to stay with the odd numbers, so the 3 skulls or the 7 apples. I'm showing you a painting that has 6 items in them, but they still look like 5 and 1. And this is a Cottin again. If you take out that top left quince, it just feels too balanced. It doesn't seem to work out well. Now we're going to be looking for repeated shapes in a painting. So we're going to break down this Jericho painting, the Raft of Medusa, into repeated shapes. So first we'll put a grid over the top to look for the golden means, rule of thirds, and now we'll be looking for triangles throughout this painting. So repeated triangles. This painting has a ton of them. It's a good exercise to take a nice piece of work and kind of break it down into simple shapes. So that's what we're doing here, and then we'll take away the Delacroix and you'll just see the shapes in a second here. And then this is a Velázquez painting, Las Meninas, and we're going to break that down also into some simple shapes. So we're going to be looking for in this painting rectangles, which seem to be repeated everywhere throughout the painting. Once again, this is a great exercise for one to see how the structure of a painting is built. And you can also throw the rule of third grid over the top and just kind of really get a sense of how these artists constructed their works.